Ladies and gentlemen, to start the video, we have a couple big announcements. First of all, I just launched my very own cryptocurrency that goes by the ticker symbol LTTRY, Lottery Stocks Coin, but that is for another video. If you want to get in before other people do, that is the ticker symbol over on pump.fun. The next big announcement before we jump into GameStop, I'm doing a Black Friday sale for Discord. And if you know Discord, you're grandfathered in at the price you get in at, meaning if you get in at the Black Friday sale price, you'll never be paying more than that price. I didn't want to drop the price, but obviously everybody's doing a sale, so get in the Discord. The link is in the top of the description. Now, Roaring Kitty is right about us seeing a crash. In fact, they're probably going to pull the rug on Trump as soon as he gets in office. I'm expecting a crash between late January, early February, March, the very latest, which I've talked a little bit about. But morning economic data, we have home price index missing, consumer confidence missing, new home sales, big miss, and then Richmond Fed index also a miss. What is Jerome Powell going to do now? Well, the likelihood of Jerome Powell dropping a bombshell on the market is becoming more and more likely, right? More probable. However, he may just wait until January to drop that bombshell, and we could continue to have this little bit of melt up that we're seeing across the board in the market. Now, $310 million were also just liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 12 hours, not 24 hours, past 12 hours. However, I find something very interesting. And something I find very interesting, I was going to show you this a little bit later in the video, but might as well show you now, is people are actually loading up on a few different cryptocurrencies, even though they are all selling off. And one of them is included to be Pepe, okay? We have seen almost 6 million over the past 24 hours load up into Pepe going long, only 1.5 million going short. In the past 1 hour, obviously, it's looking a little bit bearish. 4-hour time frame, slightly more bearish, but the 1-day time frame, people are loading up on Pepe. But not only that, more so Sui, more so Cardano, BNB, XRP looks extremely bullish. Dogecoin at the number 4 spot, right? People are loading up on the dip, and I just want to bring it to your attention because this is how you make money, and I want to put it to my subscribers' attention, the family's attention. This is a time to load up. In my personal opinion, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but these are the beginning stages, the beginning moves, and this is the first pullback that you see and potentially the last to catch a big move to make a lot of money. Now, GameStop, I want to point a couple things out. We are a little bit oversold on the RSI. We are at the top of the Bollinger Bands, but when has that stopped us from a major breakout to over $500 a share back in January, pre-split, right? It hasn't, okay? I'm just pointing it out to be aware that if we see a pullback, it is because GameStop is extremely overbought. If we go take a look at the 1-minute time frame, the 2-minute time frame that we're on right now, just to have the chart a little bit tighter, GameStop scaled up in the morning all the way up to about 31.65, and now it is trading sideways over here. We've talked about this before, that GameStop could potentially come up to 31.50, cap out, and then sell off even further following some cycles, meaning if GameStop does start to do that, the market's likely going to crash. Powell's going to drop some negative news, and crypto is going to dump even further, and that is going to be the top for absolutely everything. Okay, this is a potential possibility that you're going to have to watch out for tomorrow, coming into tomorrow's trading day. But bullish case scenario for GameStop, for SPY, for crypto is what we're going to talk about as well. And the bullish case scenario is before the end of day today, we actually close above the day's high at 31.65, and that would ultimately look very good for GameStop. The main resistance was at 32.65, and I was worried we would get stuck at 31.50 because of previous moves higher, having that 52% gain from the recent low up to here, which is 31.50, getting a rejection, which is following previous moves. This is what's scary. I would like to see a scale higher, and if we don't, watch for a hold in this box right here at $30.70 or $30.85, that 15-cent range. I also want to point out GameStop is trading above $30 with no news, no Roaring Kitty. Ask yourself why. This is a very great post over on X. Why is GameStop trading above that, right? It is a cash-heavy company with no debt, strong fundamentals, and likely going to squeeze, right? Now, Treehouse Brewing also posted what I'd like to point out, do not miss the opportunity while it's here. And then they posted a bunch of green trees. Guys, honestly, you can't make this up. They know what they're doing, in my opinion. Don't miss the opportunity while it's here, right? We also saw a while ago The Simpsons post the 1 trillion GameStop thing right here. I don't know, right? 1 trillion market cap is very possible. I just want to point that out there. I want to show you AMC real quick because we saw short exempts yesterday at 248 300,000 over on AMC, which is absolutely insane. We tried to break out of this parallel channel to the upside, and they dropped almost 300,000 short exempts on it on not that much volume either. So you can see that they are trying to keep AMC down from this momentum squeeze, and if they continue to do so, I will report it to you guys over here on Stock Tracker, and you can go look for yourself. Options chain, we are winning 18,000 calls compared to 3,000 puts expiring in the money, and then all of this premium going to market makers, 100,000 calls expiring out of the money. Ultimately, AMC is basing on the top of this parallel channel, and I'd like to see it break past $5.66 ultimately and come up to $6.31. I'm still watching that first level. Like I said before, AMC likes to just trade and do nothing until it explodes, okay? So don't expect warning signals. Gamestop, 71,000 calls expiring in the money compared to basically no puts. You are seeing a beautiful chart. You are seeing a beautiful gamma ramp build, and there's really not much more to say for GameStop. This is a picture-perfect chart almost to get a nice move at least up to 41 bucks, okay? I'm just saying that's what it's setting up for, probably the end of this week, unless we get some bearish news. Now, the SPY, we have called this out. It is in a beautiful uptrend, but now it is fighting resistance at the top of this ascending resistance level. The SPY only broke above this once, and that is when it hit 600, and then it got absolutely flushed. Meaning, this is very strong resistance for the SPY, and if we see the SPY actually break past this, and not really care, this is the final leg of the melt up in my opinion, and I will personally be shorting the SPY at 623.35. That is my top on the SPY. Bitcoin got a nice pullback down to 93K, but we are still likely to close the month above 90,000. Now this is so crucial because you can see there's an orange line that I have right here. This is a historical top for Bitcoin that it always gets rejected at and fails and just sells off or whatever, consolidates. It never actually trades above it. So if you see a monthly candle close above this, this is insanely bullish for Bitcoin to easily surpass some price targets I have, 103, 111, 130 ultimately over the next couple of months, or honestly less than that depending on the momentum that we get. Now Ethereum Classic got a sell-off down 5%, trading at 28.28, but ultimately I think this is a great buying opportunity for Ethereum Classic, bouncing off of this fib level at 28. I see a nice move back up to 31 when everything else moves, and then move up to 34.50, and then finally all the way up to $39, maybe even higher. We saw earlier FTM rallying while everything was red, up 8%. Trading at $1.05. RSI is kind of hot. There are several indicators saying that this is a time to sell right here for FTM. So just be aware of that if this is something you're in. It could also be wrong. Algo got a nice jump, almost 9.5% up. This one is likely overbought as well, just because it has had over a 200% gain, while other cryptocurrencies have barely moved. Okay, so I just want to point that out there and put that on your radar as well. I don't know why my chart is screwing up like this, but you can see right here, 210% gain from the recent low. So just be wary of that. Now, Morocco to officially legalize cryptocurrencies again following the ban they had in 2017, which is beautiful. And lastly, to close out the video, I just want to talk a little bit about Nvidia. Nvidia sold off from the top of this channel, and now we are testing the bottom of it. I know people are saying wait for $130, but honestly, the bottom of this channel is a good buying opportunity for Nvidia because the last times we actually hit this channel, we had a major explosion higher. Now, granted, Nvidia could potentially sell off even further and come back up, but are you really waiting for that little bit of couple percentage gains down here like everyone is telling you to do so, instead of just dropping a stop loss under 130? Ultimately, this is just what I see for Nvidia as a decent buying opportunity, even taking a little bit of risk. Again, last time we tested this trend line, we came up 18%, then ultimately 26% before retracing back to it. When you retrace back to it, you ultimately came all the way up, well, again, 26% before retracing and making a higher high, but ultimately the top was up over 33%, meaning what could this move look like? We're likely to see a 26% move, which is right, coincidentally, at my price target, $169.50. In my opinion, SPY is going to 623, Nvidia is going to come up to $169.50 before everything crashes, and that's a beautiful 26% move, and crypto is going to do extremely well as well. These are the bullish case scenarios for everything. Don't forget, I have a major Black Friday sale going on over on Discord, more than 20% off the Discord, and you're grandfathered in, so you are lucky, honestly, that I'm dropping this deal here. It's the top link in the description. If you want to know more about my cryptocurrency, I will be dropping a video on that, but again, don't get in before it's too late. I also want to let you know I posted a YouTube short. I'm not rug pulling anybody. I'm going to post a video on here before I sell to let you guys get out first. I honestly just wanted to do it as an experiment, and this is fun. Again, it is LTTRY over on pump.fun. Go share it with your friends, guys. Moomoo is the link in the description where you can get up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2 grand per stock, a $30 cash reward. Level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, a customized borrowings calendar, and more. And you only have 4 days and 12 hours left of November to actually get this promotion. So what do you have to do? Press the link, sign up for Moomoo, and deposit into your account once they approve you after a couple minutes. I also have a custom indicator in the description if you need assistance charting, detecting patterns, getting price targets, all that good stuff. And my second channel is right here. I love you all. God bless. Lottery Socks out.